Yo, what's up, y'all? Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, it's your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, and I'm back with another video. Excuse me, just had some dinner. Now, before I begin, I just want to let y'all know, like I usually do, that if y'all hear any background noises and all that good stuff, that's my family, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let's continue. I'm back with another review. That's right, another review for y'all. And today's review is going to be on the 1994 Hong Kong kung fu film with some wire fu in the mix. The New Legend of Shaolin, starring Jet Li, Choi Mao or Xia Mao in Mandarin, Yao Ching Mei, and Deannie Yip, and directed by Wong Jin. And the fight choreography is by Jet Li's longtime collaborator, the late great Kwai. Yes, I want to talk about this film for a while, and I got the chance to talk about it. Now, this film has Jet Li played the legendary Hong Hei Gun, the supposed founder of the Hong Gar system, or Hong Ga Kun, or Hong Kun. You know what I'm saying? This character has been played many times in films, especially in the black and white era of martial arts films in Hong Kong. And he was also played in the later era when they transitioned to color, especially in the 1970s, by Chen Kun Tai or Chung Kun Tai, in films like The Executioners from Shaolin and Heroes 2. Heroes 2 came out before Executioners from Shaolin, and Heroes 2 was directed by Chung Che, and Executioners from Shaolin was directed by Lao Gala. Anyway, let's continue on with this review, and I'm going to read the synopsis of this DVD right here. Martial arts master Jet Li stars in the high-kicking historical revenge spectacular as a kung fu master trained at a Shaolin monastery. Li joins rebel forces in an attempt to overthrow the ruling oppressors and is portrayed by a fellow student. Pretty nice, quick synopsis there, I would say. But anyway, let's talk about the story, characters, and the acting in this. I think the story is pretty cool in this. It's a very interesting, unique twist to the story of the legendary Hong Ga Kun founder, Hong Hei Gun. You know what I'm saying? Is who is like again the supposed founder of the Hong Ga style of kung fu, and make into a long wolf and cub style type of plot, which is pretty interesting. And then you have this hidden treasure amongst the Shaolin Temple that on top of that, which is cool. Um, I don't want to say too much about the story because of spoilers, but it's very unique. It's not perfect by any means, but it's definitely serviceable and it is interesting. Now let's talk about the characters. The characters are pretty cool and pretty engaging. You know what I'm saying? So, especially Jet Li's portrayal as Hong Hee Gun. You know what I'm saying? He definitely did his thing in this. Especially this time, it says using the Hong Kun, like you usually see in these movies that has Hong Hee Gun as the lead. You have Jet Li using the spear, which is cool. Um, he also had his son Hung Man Ting, played by Choi Miao or Xia Mao. Um, he would later grow up and star in the film in the Eye for an Eye Blind Swordsman film series, which is cool. Um, he definitely did his thing as Hong Man Ting. Now, he wasn't the first one to play Hong Man Ting. You know what I'm saying? There were other actors that played Hong Man Ting, especially Wong Yu, not Jimmy Wong Yu, but the other Wong Yu, Wongyue. Wong Yu played him in Executions from Shaolin, and Gordon Liu played him in Clan of the White Lotus, aka Fist of the White Lotus. He definitely did his thing playing this character who pals around with his dad and all that good stuff. I definitely like him. Diddy, yeah, she definitely did her thing in this film as well. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the acting and the action. No complaints there. But I'll talk about that in the action portion. So, yeah. I definitely recommend y'all to watch this in Cantonese. with English subtitles, and maybe even Mandarin with English subtitles. But anyway, the story and the characters each get a 4.5 out of 5, and the acting gets a 4.5 out of 5. Well, I would say the story. No, I'll take it back. The story gets a 3.5 out of 5, and the characters get a 4 out of 5, and the acting gets a 4.5 out of 5. Now, let's talk about the action in this film. The action is pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? Very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it definitely has more of that wuxia type of choreography around that time, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely works in this film. I could definitely say, you know what I'm saying? It has a good combination of the wuxia choreography with the grounded kung fu choreography that you will see Jet Li do in the Once Upon a Time in China films. You know what I'm saying? And Tai Chi Master. Um, yeah, the film was shot pretty cool. The entire film as a whole was shot pretty good. No complaints there in terms of as cinematography goes. The lighting, not too bad. You know what I'm saying? It was probably shot around like in mainland China, specifically Beijing. You know what I'm saying? Because Jet Li did have his company Eastern Films, but I'm not sure that they had a real partner. But I could be wrong about that. But yeah, the action gets a 5 out of 5. Cinematography gets a 4.5 out of 5, and the lighting gets a 4 out of 5. Let's talk about the music. The music's pretty good, and some of it is used songs that you would see here in the previous Jet Li film, Tai Chi Master. Well, that particular song, but the other songs were original and part for this film, which is cool. Not too bad. No complaints there. And I definitely enjoy them for what I remember. So yeah, the music definitely gets a 4 out of 5 in my book. Overall, New Legend of Shaolin is a pretty decent Jet Li film. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely, I will give it another rewatch again just to get the feel of it. You know what I'm saying? I recommend y'all giving this a shot at least one time. You know what I'm saying? And it's a pretty unique take of the legendary Hongga Kung Fu founder, supposed Hong Hei Gun. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. So it gets a 3.5 out of 5. That might. Oh, before I say anything else, it might get a change. If I after a couple of rewatches, but right now it's a 3.5. It's pretty good. Hopefully y'all enjoy this little review. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for more, and stay tuned for more other videos along the way. If y'all like this video, y'all can like it, share it. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel Oaghaji27, and follow me on my other social media accounts and all that good stuff. So yeah. With all that being said, this is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, signing out. Peace.